Hello YouTube, this is Necrostevo and you're watching my 49th narrated Wi-Fi battle. I hope you all are having a good day. I actually just had an upload on the Pokemon Mosh Pit beta, so if you all would like to check that out, I'll leave a note for that in the description. Today's match is against one of my friends, Justin, and I believe we had this in person a couple of weeks ago. But this is another fortune match, so always good. I start off with Gallade, knowing that he's going to set up Stealth Rocks. I go right on into Magmortar. I didn't know if he would predict me to go for Thunderbolt because he knows that this Magmortar carries it, so I just went for the safe Fire Blast. If he switched in his Gyarados, which I didn't know if he had it or not, but hopefully I could get the burn. Otherwise, it will kill Jirachi outright. Unfortunately, he does switch in Gyarados, and double unfortunately, I don't get the burn. Of course, Hacks is nothing to ever rely on, but you know, it's always nice to get it when it benefits you, right? So here, I know he's probably just going to Dragon Dance up or go for Waterfall. I go into my physical wall, Weezing, knowing that I can handle whatever he wanted to go for, which is fine. He does Dragon Dance up, and we've battled these two teams before, and he knows what my Weezing will come in and do. And he was expecting the Thunderbolt here, and I was expecting him to switch into Jolteon, so in case he switched out or stayed in, I just went for Will-O-Wisp. No reason to give him a free switch in, and now his Jolteon has residual damage on it. I don't think I realized at that time that Jolteon, I think it specs. I'm not completely sure. But here he just goes straight for the safe Thunderbolt because Weezing does not take special attacks very well. So I go out into my special wall Venusaur, which takes nothing, which is nice. Oh, it's leftovers. Okay, that just solved that issue. I think we actually saw that last turn, but I wasn't paying attention. But anyways, Venusaur, my favorite Pokemon of all time, is not going to take much from that. I was expecting him to switch out into something else, but he just stays in, and Energy Ball is predicting either my Sleep Powder or my Leech Seed, but I just went for Energy Ball because I figured he'd expect that, but I forgot that Jolteon carried Substitute. So that's nice. I get to stay in and break his sub, and I don't allow him to baton pass it off to anything, and he also doesn't get a free attack on anything. So now that he sees that I'm just going to stay in and do that, I figured he'd swap out now because he can't touch me. He does have Hidden Power Ice, but it doesn't do much. So I do Leech Seed on the switch this time, and I catch his Forretress, which is nice, because I know that I can get healed up from that, and I can also stay in and put it to sleep to stop it from setting up more entry hazards, which is excellent. So that's exactly what I do. Forretress goes to sleep, and that pretty much puts Forretress out of commission for the rest of the match, because he doesn't get another opportunity to bring it in, which is fine by me, because Stealth Rocks are one thing to deal with. Back in Fortune, I didn't really care about Stealth Rocks too much, but because I didn't even put it on this team. So here I bring in my Magmortar again. He does get limited switch-ins because of the Stealth Rocks, but fortunately Venusaur's Leech Seed helps offset that a little bit. And I know that he is probably going to swap out into something, but I wasn't sure what. So I just stay in and go for the Thunderbolt. I was expecting him to expect me to use to use Fire Blast and then switch into Gyarados. But he brings in Jolteon right there. Fortunately, it is still burned, so it's able to offset it. I should have just gone for the safe move right there. But Justin is a pretty good player, so you know, we have those wonderful mind games going on. Here he does get a chance to get off a free substitute as I bring in my special wall Venusaur, and I wasn't completely sure what he would do with it. He knew he really couldn't touch me, and so he baton passes it to Jirachi. That Jirachi is the basic lead Trick Scarf Jirachi set. And I was looking at my team, and I was like, okay, the best thing to take this is my Venusaur because he's holding the Black Sludge. But I wasn't paying attention, and the Black Sludge is actually on Weezing. I normally play with Item Claws, otherwise I would just put Black Sludge on both of them. And so I unwittingly give him my leftovers while putting the Choice Scarf onto Venusaur. I would have much preferred to give him Black Sludge, so that means he couldn't just hang around all day. But fortunately, 2 Energy Balls are going to break Jolteon's weak Substitute. And I'm locked in on Energy Ball, which is pretty useless, so I go onto my physical wall, Weezing again, and this thing has been flinched to death by that Jirachi before. And here I'm really just hoping that doesn't happen again. He's done that on 2 or 3 occasions actually, which to me is just stupid, the fact that Jirachi can flinch to death a physical wall. And all I wanted to do really was to burn it. I have Fire Blast, but I really just wanted to burn it because Fire Blast with no special attack EVs isn't going to do very much. So I was staying in, waiting for the burn, then when my HP gets low, I was trying to Pain Split right there. Still not able to do anything about that flinch. He gets it every single time. I realize it's a 60% chance, but every single time, I guess that's actually pretty probable. I don't know. Here I do go out to Magmortar hoping for maybe the Flame Body, but still no dice, and I know Weezing will probably die after, one more switch. And he goes out into Rotom. I believe he made that switch forgetting that I had a Scarf, because otherwise he lived that attack, and without the Scarf, he'd be able to outspeed and kill me, but he forgot that I had a Scarf. So now I'm just able to Fire Blast everyone on this team for a little while here because he's swapping around a lot. And I have one more swap into the Stealth Rock, so you can see from my HP there. Unless I can manage to get some recovery up from a Choice Scarf Special Wall Venusaur using Leech Seed on something. But I do a decent chunk to the Gyarados after 2 wonderful Fire Blasts, and I know he's just going to set up again, but he actually goes for Stone Edge, which is even better, because now I can just go into my Azumarill. Most people don't see Azumarill coming when I bring it in on a Water type, but I put Double Edge on Azumarill just for that reason, so that I can hit opposing Water types. Return often lacks the little bit of oomph I need on more bulky things like this Gyarados, but right there it's able to show off its power, and I'm able to just wipe it right out. Great job, Usagi. You went straight for that, and it killed it. So he brings in Metagross, and I thought I was done here, because I knew he was going to Agility, and after an Agility, nothing on my team outspeeds it. I was hoping maybe for some reason I would outspeed it with Magmortar, but I do not. So he gets to Earthquake that, and when he Earthquakes that, I see the Life Orb recoil on his Metagross, and I start thinking, okay, I have 2 things left for priority on my team, and I also have 2 things I can Death Fodder, leaving my Scizor and my leaving just my Scizor. And I figured my hopes at winning this battle were pretty slim, but that was literally the only thing I could do, and I didn't know if it would work out or not. So here I knew I would live no matter what he went for. Venusaur is just that bulky. So he goes for Meteor Mash, praying that I live it, and I barely live it, but he gets the attack boost, which basically seals his victory. I am able to get off Leech Seed, which means some nice recoil alongside that and Life Orb, which is very, very nice. Very critical that I get any type of, recoil that I can on him, because I can't really touch him because he outspeeds. So the Earthquake is always going to take out Venusaur, and he's running at +1 now alongside the Life Orb. And fortunately, my Life Orb Gallade has Shadow Sneak, so I'm able to knock it down a little bit more. I would have loved to have gotten a crit there, or maybe a Meteor Mash Mish, something, especially after all those Jirachi flinch axes, but I got nothing. And so now after that turn, of course, he doesn't take any more recoil from the Leech Seed because I didn't have anything alive, but I am able to finish him off from that HP with the Aqua Jet. I maybe would have been able to take him out from the last turn before I sent in Gallade, but I really didn't want to risk it because I needed to have the Choice Band and Aqua Jet alive more so than I needed Gallade alive. So Iron Head does not kill me, which is great because I need to get as much damage on this stupid Jirachi as I can, especially because he's holding my leftovers. So that's a 3-hit KO there, which is unfortunate, and he kills me. But now it really comes down to my last Pokemon, which is my Scizor. And this Scizor is really weird. It has, I think I told you all before, it has some HP, some defense, and max attack, and it's holding Metal Coat. And since that's normally because I normally just Swords Dance up and then I spam Metal Coat, but I needed to get off a Swords Dance and then I could roost off the damage. But he's just going to try Iron Head flinching me to death, even though I resist it. So here I get out the Swords Dance, which is part 1 of the plan. Number 2, I need to roost off the damage because he still has a Jirachi, he still has the Jolteon, and he still has the Forretress that's asleep. And so any one of those could come in and kill me from where I was. So I go ahead and kill off the Jirachi before he flinches me to death anymore. Here I see that his Jolteon doesn't have that much health. If I can kill Jirachi, then I can kill Jolteon from that much health. So I kill that too. And his last... Oh, he has Rotom left, of course. Stealth Rocks would have been fantastic in this battle, by the way. And I killed that off with the Bullet Punch, so that's 3 down to Swords Dancing, Bullet Punch, holding Metal Coat. And his last is Forretress. I didn't know if he had Explosion, but I did know that if I wanted to live it, I had to be at full HP most likely, because Explosion mechanics back in Fortune were essentially Explosion equals death. Didn't really want to deal with that. So I am able to get the roost off. I go for Brick Break. It doesn't actually do that much. That's like a 4-hit KO if he's holding leftovers, or a 3-hit KO otherwise. He goes for Earthquake, maybe fishing for the crit or something, but like I said, defense and HP EVs. I'm able to come back and win that battle somehow. So, Justin, aka Vyse, or maybe Vis, thank you for the battle. I hope you all enjoyed it. I like to interject these little Fortune battles in a little bit. Please like if you enjoyed, and be sure to go check out my battle on the Pokemosh Pit, which I left in the description. And also feel free to like that battle as well, and subscribe to the Pokemosh Pit beta if you haven't, because they do a lot of good stuff. Later.